By A Very Online Observer. Published August 24, 2025. Dakota Johnson has long been Hollywood's patron saint of charming awkwardness. Whether it's her iconic, "actually, that's not true," moment with Ellen DeGeneres or her quiet reign as red carpet queen with a side of deadpan humor, she's got that elusive, cool girl who might roast you softly energy that audiences can't get enough of. Now, she's offering up yet another moment of pop culture gold, reacting to chaos on a Coldplay Jumbotron, while casually referencing her personal love life as existing somewhere in Splitsville. Of course, the internet exploded. Because when Dakota Johnson, Coldplay, lasers, and a cryptic comment about romance collide, we all pay attention. Let's rewind a bit. At a recent Coldplay concert, one of those elaborate, starry sky stadium events where feelings and fireworks are equally encouraged, Johnson was spotted in the crowd. Not just spotted, actually. She was projected onto the massive Jumbotron in front of tens of thousands of people, and perhaps unknowingly, in front of the entire internet moments later. Now, Dakota is no stranger to attention, but what made this particular appearance noteworthy was her expression. Instead of the expected supportive girlfriend glow, she's famously been in a relationship with Coldplay frontman Chris Martin. She looked pensive, emotionally existential, the kind of face you make when you're not sure if you're about to cry, teleport, or just order Uber Eats and disappear. To be fair, the Coldplay live experience is no chill affair. There are drones, there are glowing wristbands. At one point, there are planetary inflatables floating above the audience like Earth has officially given up on subtlety. In her follow-up interview, Johnson commented on the now viral moment. It was just a lot. There were lasers. There were giant inflatable planets. I think a drone flew by my head. I'm not saying I blacked out, but I might have astral projected for a second. Naturally, fans online latched onto the moment. One user wrote, "This is the face of a woman being launched into emotional hyperspace by a guy playing Yellow on a rainbow piano." Another noted, "She looks like she just remembered she left the stove on in 2019. But while the Jumbotron moment went viral, it wasn't just about the face. It was about the vibe, and that vibe was, for lack of a better word, Splitsville. For weeks, rumors had been circulating about Dakota and Chris Martin. Nothing dramatic, no public fights, no sad tabloid exclusives. Just whispers. Whispers about distance. Whispers about conflicting schedules. Whispers about one partner living in a canyon in Malibu and the other maybe wanting a life with fewer sound baths. When asked directly about her relationship status, Johnson responded in the most Dakota way possible. "We're figuring stuff out. I mean, who isn't? Life is a little Splitsville right now. It's fine. There's great coffee here." And just like that, a new phrase was born. Splitsville isn't a breakup, it's a vibe. It's that weird emotional limbo between, "we're still talking," and, "I just liked his friend's Instagram out of spite." It's drinking expensive iced matcha while your heart quietly malfunctions. It's Dakota Johnson sitting under a sky full of Coldplay-shaped feelings and not blinking. Over the next 48 hours, Splitsville trended. A dating app tweeted, "Feeling like you're in Splitsville? Swipe it out." Dakota would. Memes flooded in. One showed Dakota's face on the Jumbotron with a caption that read, "Me when the DJ plays our song at a party I said I wasn't coming to." Another compared her expression to the emotional fallout of accidentally seeing your ex's new partner and realizing they're not even ugly. All the while, Dakota seemed unfazed. She was later seen strolling through Silver Lake, iced coffee in hand, wearing sunglasses so small they might actually be a joke. Some speculated she was walking with a mystery man, though it was just as likely to be a very stylish barista. Either way, the message was clear: she's fine. Thriving, even. Of course, she's also booked and busy. Later this year, Johnson stars in an offbeat romantic dramedy titled Somewhere Between Maybe and Nah, playing a former life coach turned plant therapist. Critics are already calling it unexpectedly moving and vaguely spiritual in a way that makes you question your houseplants. She's also producing a limited series adaptation of a beloved sad girl novel, and there's talk of her stepping behind the camera for a directorial debut sometime in 2026. But it's not just her professional projects that people are watching. It's the way she continues to navigate fame in a manner that feels at once aloof and entirely self-aware. She doesn't perform for the cameras, she endures them. She doesn't feed gossip, she tosses it just enough crumbs to stay curious. And in a world where celebrities often try to curate every public expression down to the millisecond, there's something deeply satisfying about Dakota Johnson looking mildly uncomfortable on a giant screen while Coldplay sings about the stars. It's human, it's weird, it's perfect. Fans online have even suggested she should get her own show, a reality series, perhaps, where Dakota simply reacts to emotionally confusing situations with her signature deadpan. Episode 1. Dakota at the DMV. Episode 2. Dakota on hold with customer service. Episode 3. Dakota explaining Splitsville to someone who still thinks Gwyneth invented conscious uncoupling. But perhaps what people are responding to most isn't the chaos or the potential heartbreak. It's the unbothered realness. Dakota Johnson is not here to perform grief or gloat about joy. She's here to live through the mess, sip her espresso, and maybe astral project again if the music gets too loud. And that, in the end, is what makes her such a captivating figure in 2025's celebrity landscape. She's not trying to be your best friend. She's not trying to be your therapist. She's not even trying to sell you a lifestyle brand, though if she ever releases her own line of Splitsville-themed candles, we'll absolutely buy them. She's simply showing up, to concerts, to interviews, to the emotional complexities of being a woman in a high-profile relationship that may or may not be on pause. And she's doing it with the kind of dry humor and elegant chaos that keeps us watching. Whether Dakota and Chris are headed for reconciliation, reinvention, or a friendly farewell with mutual playlists, we'll be watching, respectfully, from afar, and possibly through the lens of a giant stadium camera. In the meantime, Dakota, if you're reading this, thank you for your service. We'll meet you in Splitsville, bring coffee.